Hello and welcome to another update video about Ether. So the Ethereum chart broke out after my last video. Actually, while I was uploading it, it did break out. That's exactly what we wanted to see. We talked in the last few days about this support area that as soon as the price gets there could lead to a C wave rally within our circle wave 2 here, which then ideally in the coming weeks leads to a further sell-off. But first of all, we need to look at the short-term trend now, which certainly is up and should go a little higher ideally. But basically wave 2 from the retracement point of view, the distance it traveled looks complete. It just appears to me that it needs one more wave 4 and wave 5 to complete this C wave of wave 2. The idea was to get the breakout to the upside in our yellow wave count after we had the forecasted 5 waves down. So that worked out nicely. And after 5 waves down, we normally look for a pullback, a correction. Well, in this case, pullback to the upside, you could say a corrective rally, basically an ABC structure. And this was supposed to work out as A, B, C, and the C wave has 5 waves. So unless it's a WXY structure, which is forming here, which can always happen, also in a wave 2, we're looking at an ABC structure now that should get one more wave 4 and a wave 5. We're now in resistance. Also pay attention to this trend line here, which could be quite relevant because in a different interpretation, which I shared with you in the previous videos, this could also be some kind of a B wave triangle. And obviously, if it's a B wave triangle, also the wave count could be completed with this swing high here and potentially in resistance. But then in a triangle, it might actually push a little higher. So again, we're focusing on the current wave count as long as anything gets invalidated, but still pay attention to that trend line for potential resistance and maybe a breakdown that follows. So this is now a short-term uptrend. In this short-term uptrend, the price could still push higher as long as a certain support level is holding. And the level that we want to be holding is typically the 50% retracement level. I will intentionally give it a little bit more space because what happened down here is a little unclear. So we give it a little bit more space when we measure it. And as long as it's holding the 1607 level, it should be able to continue with the uptrend. So as long as the 1607 level is holding, the upside pressure should be kept alive. Conversely, a break below 1607 would be a signal that a top is in place in circle wave 2 and that we are breaking down. Obviously, what we should not forget about is the white wave count, which is the more bullish interpretation, which indicates this was a wave 1, this was a wave 2. And anybody who used, for example, the breakout point of the inverse head and shoulders, or anybody who used the orange support area to enter, I would personally leave the trade open as long as possible because obviously, you know, we cannot really predict, is it the yellow wave 2 or is it maybe the third wave in the white wave count that's unfolding here. So it might be worth waiting for a clear reaction here that really an uptrend is over. If you're trading this in the short term, most people don't, but if you're trading that in the short term, because the potential for a third wave rally, I mean, that can take us into the $1,800 to $1,900 region. So we always want to understand the scenarios, the relevant pivot points, and then can come up with our strategy based on that. So I would I would be careful not to at least sell everything personally, but that's up to you. That depends on your own strategy. But the trend can continue to push higher against 1607, but the expectations would be based on our wave count that the price is going to react somewhere here. Ideally gives us another wave 4 and wave 5. The wave 4 should take a little while to play out. Maybe it has started already. If we push higher directly from here, I will see it as an extension of the third wave. For a healthy wave 4, I would like to see the price to get here deeper into the orange support area and also spend a little bit of time there before it pushes higher in the 5th wave. That's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And if you're interested in the membership, links are in the description. You get access to a weekly live stream, Discord and Telegram, chat rooms, educational content, plus short-term market updates as a gold member. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.